It's me, Renee. I'm back. And I was tagged by Olivia during for this tag. And I think this is a tag I haven't done before. I've done a lot of tags. I don't think I've done this one. If I have, it's been a hot minute. So yeah, it's a fun one. It is the rapid fire book tag. So it's kind of like one of those either or book tags, like where you choose one of them. So, first question, ebook or physical book? I used to be like, never a ebook. Now I read ebooks sometimes when I do NetGalley, but I would say I still prefer physical books. And then paperbacks or hardcovers or hardbacks. Hardbacks, yeah, that's also a name, but it's the same thing as hardcovers. Honestly, I prefer paperbacks because, I mean, as you often do, at least with me, a good book, you'll often sit there for a long time just devouring the book. And if then kind of, maybe you're picking up a fantasy book and it's 400 pages, 500 pages. Sitting there for that long holding a 500 pages book will just make your hands heavy and it'll be, yeah, difficult. But a pocket doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if it's 800 pages because it's still easy to hold. So, yeah, I prefer paperbacks. Oh, pocket books, but yeah, you know. Online or in-store shopping? Uh, I do both. Though, yeah, I prefer in-store shopping, I would say. Like, the best feeling in the world, at least to me, is going into a bookstore or store that has books and just finding lots and lots of books that are on your radar that maybe you'll find them cheap. Maybe it's a book that you've been looking for. Maybe it's a new book that you haven't found in other stores. It just, yeah, the best feeling is in store shopping. I love it so much. Trilogies or series? I would argue that a trilogy is a series, but yeah, I understand what you mean. Like, series would be more than three books. I like both, but I suppose, like, if the world is big enough, like, if the world is interesting enough and the characters are interesting enough, yeah, four books or more is quite fun. I also would say that, like, one of my favorite series is The King Chronicles by Rick Riordan, and that's a trilogy. I mean, there's novellas, but there's like it's mainly a trilogy, and I'm kind of feeling like I want more. Though I mean, the way it ends, you cannot. I mean, it ends. It doesn't end on a cliffhanger, but it would be fun to have more there. So yeah, I would say series. Yeah, heroes or villains? As what? Like as the characters that you root for, as protagonists, or like I suppose if you have a main character that's a villain, it's not really a villain anymore, is it? I mean, because if you read from their point of view, you would kind of understand why they do the things they do. If you read from the point of view of a absolute idiot, you wouldn't really. I mean, because the character that you're in the head of, you would like understand why they do the things they do, and if you understand the reasoning, then it wouldn't be a downright villain. I don't know. But still, I'm one of those people who don't really enjoy reading about people that are idiots, asshats, or yeah, to be frank, fuckwits. I like reading about nice people. So I suppose nice people can be interpreted different ways. But yeah, I suppose heroes. Yes, here I am answering a tag that's supposed to be this and that, and me just talking. Hey, what do you expect? If this is your first video by me, I talk a lot. A book you want everyone to read. So yeah, this is just kind of mentioning a book you want everyone to read. I mean, there's so many options here. I am gonna go with that kind of has had yeah, The Benevolent Society of Ill-Mannered Ladies by Alison Goodman. I just love this book so dang much. And yeah, honestly, I think like everyone will love this as well. It's I love it so much. It's amazing. The last book, no, recommend underrated books. Yes, now it's just kind of talking about some books. Underrated book, which yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go with Heroine Complex by Sarah Kuhn. I see it's talked about some places online, but I feel like it's mostly that kind of talk about people need to read it. I don't really feel like I've heard other people talk about it, and it's yeah, it's an amazing series. It's perfection, honestly, and yeah, this needs to be read by everyone. Really, it does. It does. And then give me a moment. I need to find the questions again. The last book you finished, that was when did I put it now? Because I just finished it yesterday. Did I finish it yesterday? No, on Saturday. Because I didn't finish a book yesterday. I just started the books yesterday. Where is it? Give me a moment to find it. La 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 la. Where did it go? Should be here somewhere. Have I have I hidden a book? It's just it makes no sense. What did I do with the book? I mean, I just had it. It's weird. Give me a moment. Yeah, here. Found it. Sorry. Found it. I just finished Chasing Cassandra on, well, just on Saturday. And yeah, enjoyed it so much. Love it. It's part of the Ravenel series by Lisa Kleypas. And yeah, if you like historical romance, check out this series. It's amazing. Honestly, I like the Ravenels better than the Wallflowers, but yeah, that's me. And then we're gonna go and find the next question. Also, tea time. A last book you bought? This is just here, so that's kind of pretty cool because I got it today. I had ordered it, so I kind of had to go to the store to buy it because I ordered it from the store. Charlie Hernandez and Phantom of Time, the fourth book in the Charlie Hernandez or the League of Shadows series, and the last book is coming out this year. I have read the first three books, haven't read the fourth book yet. This one came out last year, and yeah, excited to get to it. Then we gonna see what the next question is. Yeah, weirdest thing you use as bookmark? As a lot of people, I mean, I do gear, but I also use the bookmarks. I buy some of them, and but I also use different things that aren't bookmarks. I don't know, how do you define weird? I have used tea bags with the tea still in them. I am currently using this tea decorative thingy from advent calendar, so that's kind of also quirky. And yeah, also yeah, I have done the thing where I've used another book as a bookmark in the book that I'm reading. So yeah, I use all the things for bookmarks, really, all the things. Then we have used books, yes or no? Definitely yes. I buy lots of books from Better World Books, which is an online bookstore. They have so much stuff. and find it cheap. Find lots of books that I don't find other places there. I also love to go used book shopping. I love to go to little free libraries. I love book swaps. Yes, I suppose yes. For me, used bookstores, used books in general, because I just like to buy things used. But also, I'm one of those people who I kind of like. I enjoy reading a lot of backlists. I don't just read the newest books. I read lots of backlists for stuff. And sadly, some backlists are out of print, or that cover is out of print, or or a backlist book. Yeah, or I don't know what I was about to say. Out of print, they're then different cover is different. I don't know. I had something to say last thirdly. I can't remember. Anywho, yes, used books all the way. Love it, love it. Top three, can't count. Top three favorite genres. I would say fantasy, historical or historical romance. Do I read both? But yeah, and then mystery. I would say. I read don't really love mystery, but I read some mystery. So yeah, I would say yeah. Like if you need mystery recommendations, I can have some to give to you. But I have more romance. Well, yeah, I have more. I suppose maybe I should say. Okay, sorry, scratch that. Fantasy, romance, mystery. Because I read lots of different romance genres, subgenres. I read lots of different fantasy subgenres and mystery subgenres. It's mostly locked library, a locked room mysteries, but also cozy mysteries, historical mysteries. So yeah, lots of difference there as well, I suppose. Yes, that's that. Borrow or buy? Both. Yeah. I have a library very close to me. It's next door to me. I'm spoiled, so I use it a lot. But I also I often tend to go to library, borrow like 7 books, and then read books I own instead. Or I might borrow 7 books and read 2 of them because I'm a mood reader. So yeah, that's what I do. So yeah, both. Like choosing to like what you do. I don't know. I can't say buy or borrow. I do both. I know it's just supposed to choose, but I do both. Character or plot? Definitely character. Though yes, you would want a nice, interesting plot. But if the plot is just some people going around a small village talking to each other, if the characters are interesting, I will enjoy that. And also, I would say the same thing, kind of like if the plot is people saving the world, but if the people that are saving the world they're killing a dragon, if the people are boring, uninteresting, it doesn't matter really what the plot is. The characters need to be interesting and they need to be relatable, for me at least. So, yeah, that's my feelings on that. Long or short books? I don't know. I've read long books. I suppose depends how you define long books. I've read books that like have 800, 700 pages, and I like that. But honestly, I think whenever a book is like books, whenever a book is 800, 900, 600 pages, I think it's at least 100 pages in there that's like, you didn't need to be there. I feel like it's 400 pages, 350 pages. I feel like often all the pages were relevant, all the pages were interesting. So honestly, I would say 500 or less for me. So yeah, is that long, shorter, longer? Depends on who you ask. Yeah. Long or short chapters, because it's just so fun to like sit there and read, and then you kind of it's so satisfying to finish a chapter. And if you have to finish 20 pages by finishing a chapter instead of finishing 10 pages, it's just so much more satisfying. So, yeah, shorter chapters, definitely. Just ignore that. It's my clothes. They'll wait. Name the first 3 books you can think of. I suppose it says here name. I'm gonna cheat and mention them. So I'm currently reading Devil in Spring by Lisa Kleypas. So, yeah. It's a book I'm thinking about. And then we have Geek Girl by Holly Smale. It's close to me. It's a book I love. Yep. And then we have Temple of Swoon by Joe Segura. I started this last week. Haven't gotten far in it, but it's also a country read book. So yeah, it's a book I'm thinking about, I would say. Books that make you laugh or cry. And here it says books, so it could be several things, several books. I'm gonna go for The Bone Spindle, Leslie Vedder, Caribbean Errors in Paris, Leslie Vedder. Both of these made me laugh and cry. Then we have City Spies by James Ponti, made me both. Also, it just says books, doesn't say how many, like 3 or 2. So I'm just gonna, mention a few. This made me laugh, also made me cry. So expect to cry when reading this book. At least I would say, yeah, expect to cry. I suppose you don't know what to cry for or whatnot, but yeah. The Shamer's Daughter by Lena Corburn. Yeah, definitely makes me cry. And then yeah, I'm just gonna stop there. I could go on and on. Lots of books makes me feel the so yeah. Um, our world or fictional worlds. I would say that any books that are fictional is kind of not our world. No, I know that's kind of just being argumentative. I don't know. I used to be much more fantasy reader. Now I'm not just fantasy reader. Uh, so choosing, I don't know. It's difficult. Maybe you know what? Even though I read contemporary books nowadays, I still feel like maybe fantasy is kind of where my heart is. Like because of course, being able to time travel, being able to being invisible, being able to do magic, that's just the ultimate daydream. So when you're reading those kinds of books, you are in those kinds of worlds while you're reading them. So yeah, fictional worlds, fantasy worlds. I'm gonna say it. Audiobooks, yes or no? Yes, I love audiobooks. I mean, you can listen to audiobooks while doing jigsaw puzzles, while making food, while eating food. Audiobooks while you're walking. But also, there's just so many amazing audiobook narrators. More like work. Saskia I can't talk about her word. Saskia Malverveld. She has a difficult last name, but I'm gonna write it down. Also, Ramondo Campo. I love his voice. There's also a fourth one that I'm thinking about that I can't. I'm gonna write his name down, and you'll love those narrators. So yeah, audiobooks all the way. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? I mean, sometimes I feel like a book is like, oh, ugly cover, but then I might read the book and I might then I might do it on audiobook, so I don't have to look at the cover. Or I might try to find a different cover. So I suppose I judge a book by its cover, but it's not like I won't read it because of ugly cover. I'll still read it. I'll just find my ways around it, really. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum, ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Book to movie or books to TV adaptations? I would say book to TV adaptations. Well, I suppose it depends on the movie and the book, really. Because, I mean, some books are kind of great, but they're kind of shorter, and some books are kind of, I would say, feels like use are good to use for a 2 hour movie. And some books are kind of richer and they kind of need more time to get into them, and then you would want a TV series. So yeah, depends on the book really, I would say. Depends on the book. A movie or TV adaptation you preferred for the book? Um Honestly, I feel like there's not that many of those. I mean there are some, but like not a lot of those. I feel like didn't I have a answer for this one and then I kind of forgot about it. because I feel like I had several answers for this. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be controversial. I'm gonna say the Hobbits. I much like the Hobbit movies. Movies, yes, the trilogy. The book. I would say the same thing for the movies. Actually, for the Lord of the Rings books, really. I don't love those movies, but I like those movies. The books, kind of a snore. Yeah, I know people just did not like me saying that, but yeah, that's my truth, really. Da. Then we have next books, series or standalones. I would say series because if a good book is like good enough, you kind of want to stay in that world, even though sometimes the plot is finished. You kind of want more. Well, I suppose that will be companion series. Like, how do you define companion series? The kind of series, the kind of not. So I suppose I'm gonna go in the middle and say like, you notice companion series? Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. And that tag finished. So now the last question is tag people. I am gonna tag. There's lots of people to tag that are interesting. Who am I gonna tag? I'm gonna tag Alisa. Alisa's library. So just change to Alisa library. I'm gonna tag other people. I am gonna tag and I'm blacking out. I'm gonna tag Vance from Vance Library. I think he has some interesting thoughts here. I am gonna tag. I mean, I could say Luna, but she doesn't really do a lot of tags, you said. So I suppose in general, I'm just gonna say people who want to do it can do it. Uh, I'm blanking out right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna say those people. And in general, as always, tag you're it. If you want to do it, if you've seen me do it, want to do it, you can do it. You're allowed. And yeah, see you soon. Bye.